Kolejny tydzień i kolejna wyprzedaż na eneba.com. W tym tygodniu znajdziesz zniżki na klasyki, ale też na nowe tytuły. I dzięki usłudze Trustpilot możesz mieć pewność, że swoją grę otrzymasz szybko i bez żadnych problemów. W ofercie znajdziesz także wiele produktów z Fortnite, takich jak skin Harley, Kill of Catwoman, czy też niedostępne już w grze zestawy skinów. Na eneba.com nie musisz się martwić, czy twój kod zadziała, czy nie, ponieważ na stronie przez całą dobę działa support, który z chęcią ci pomoże. W opisie znajdują się linki, dzięki którym otrzymasz 3% zniżki na swoje zakupy.
Tayson and Chapix. What more could we say, really?
Tayson in particular, I think, more hungry than ever before to try and pull out a win here today.
Na high groundzie mamy Chapixa, widzowie. Relvis się bije o Haja, zobaczmy Relvisa. Solo Haja się bije.
Switching back to Tayson, knocking down one, bumping up that elimination counter, and will this be?
Kto jest na high groundzie? Chapix, widzowie, z Taysonem, 200 punktów.
Can Tayson don't do anything? It seems just like it. And so Manabuka now can't win again.
I genuinely believe that we haven't seen the best Tayson in team modes yet. We move over to our next page, of course, that's the top 50 players, 25 teams. Right now, we've got obviously the next 50 as well. Top left, Tayson and Chapix. What more could we say, really?
I mean, we were just talking about the consistency between some of these other duos, but Tayson and Uguay are going to be the primary ones that you have to keep in mind when it comes to that word consistent. Tayson in particular, I think, more hungry than ever before to try and pull out a win here today.
I think so. I'm really impressed with him so far this season because he's usually a player that gets better as the season goes on. He's like an athlete. He gets better, and then places in the top 3 nearly every single time. But this season, something's different. He's practicing, he's playing, and it showed already in the tournaments this season. He's looking so good. And I'm talking a lot about him, but of course, Uguay, aka Chapix as well.
I'm kind of expecting some big things out of this duo.
Me too. We'll talk about that one later than the predictions, though.
I mean, it's dangerous. It's the last match, Levin.
This is now all on Trippen to stay in the game and try and do everything he can. Of course, they were so close to qualifying, but they need to stay up. For Chapix, though, Uguay, I should say, and Tayson picking up an easy little knock there onto Pickle. There wasn't much he could do. Forced to glide in the air after being rebooted, and so once again Meld in a situation where he has to clutch up, but against these two there's never really much hope, is there? Tayson will close it out.
Paco gra gierkę opala. 80 above mają, więc zobaczmy jak im pójdzie. Szansa na kole jest naprawdę, tutaj bym powiedział ok. Jak zrobią winka, to możliwe, że mają kola, nie? Wydaje mi się, że szansa na wygranie jest ok. W sensie jest duża dosyć. Nie jest aż taka mała jak się wydaje. O, Krusty dead!
Taki bambik.
No i Paco widzę znowu solo w klaczu. No szkoda, bo gdyby wygrali tą grę, naprawdę byłby kwal, chyba że Paco teraz solo wygra. Paco krakiet, 36 HP, 0 matca. I pada chyba od Surge'a. A nie, czy kogo w plecy zabija, jeszcze od Surge'a nie ma.
It's not going to be easy for anybody trying to hold height against Uguay and Tayson. It certainly won't be easy. The build fight comes through. Vortex pushed down. Uguay hitting shots on the front side though. Tayson up against Hycris. And it looks like Hycris actually won that battle. But for how much longer as Uguay is chopped down? Can he connect with a shot though? He might actually be forced down. Hycris and Vortex winning the height battle for now against Tayson and Uguay. But as I said, for now, because they will always be a threat to it.
Dobra, lecimy do jakiegoś Polaka. A na pewno ktoś z Polski żyje, mi się wydaje. Na high groundzie mamy Chapixa, widzowie. Relvis się bije o Haja, zobaczmy Relvisa. Solo Haja się bije. Relvis 4 buildy, 95 punktów. Harry jeszcze zabija króla. Relvis ostatnie buildy. Zobaczmy, co z tego jeszcze Relvis już wyciągnie. No niestety nie dał rady nic. Zobaczmy, kogo my tu jeszcze mamy. Gieras widzę w tym momencie powalony. Snuzluz jest solo, więc zobaczmy Snuzluza. Snuzluz jeszcze 600 materiałów. Zobaczmy, jeszcze ktoś na pewno żyje. Tam Harry widzę jeszcze solo żyje. Więc mamy jeszcze Harry'ego solo, możemy go zobaczyć. Ale nie, Purchawa i Harry w tym momencie dead. Snuzluz jeszcze solo żyje chyba z Polaków. Dokładnie, Snuzluz chyba tylko z Polaków żyje. Nikogo więcej nie widziałem, top 14. 500 maców Snuzluz, nie ma już Spidera, tylko same drewno zostaje. Harry w tym momencie wyeliminowany z Purchawą.
They do have the grapple gloves, but switching back to Tayson, knocking down one, bumping up that elimination counter, and will this be the opportunity to go for the high ground as he looks for more? Here has the grapple glove, going back to Tayson though, has Vortex boxed up, is unable to connect his shot though, now looking for an angle but Uguay is going to be able to take it, and I believe Tayson and Uguay might just have the high ground now. They might be able to secure this match. Will it be enough to take that #1 spot?
The third place team looking very strong there. And for Tayson and Uguay, this is their reign of dominance capped off. First place sitting up above the lobby, looking down.
300 matsów, zone do przodu idzie na wodę. Więc zobaczymy, jak sobie poradzi. O! Ma body jeszcze, zabija Snuzluz, dobija raczej. Nietrafiona pompa. Snuzluz, fajnie jakby wziął jakieś item, ale chyba nie da rady. Snuzluz. Nice! Snuzluz z fragiem, top 10. 400 matca jeszcze. Wszystko ma. Tutaj można dużo punktów jeszcze wyciągnąć.
Ale Demon.
Top 4 wpada i jest setka wbita, widzowie. I zabija jeszcze Kijoya. Pinkole. Kto jest na iGrandzie? Chapik z widzowie z Taysonem, 200 punktów.
And so they've moved U3 and Kiddo back to 5th place as they take 4th place, and they might look to wipe out the rest of the lobby. Will this be the third game in a row for Malibuka and Mustache? They want to do it, but Uguay might just have a say. He might be the one to stop it. Can Tayson, the GOAT, do anything? It seems just like it. He will get a knock on Mustache, and so Malibuka now can't win again. Second place though is phenomenal, but for Tayson and Uguay to finish things off in first place with the victory royale, that is an FNCS winning duo in front of our screens. What a day.
Niezły oro.
Malibuka został 2 na 2, tylko Malibuka z Mersakiem mega obijani. Malibuka raczej tego nie wygra. Jak to wygra, to...
Tayson and Uguay finishing off strong, crushing their Mustache and Malibuka train. But was it really crushing Levin? Because from the back-to-back victory royale to the second place in the last match, it was enough to bump them up into that 4th place spot, into that qualifying range.
Tayson, widzowie, się dostaje Trulek z Chico, Quezi z 3, 4, Merstach, 5, Hatin. Unlucky, ja pierdzielę. Patrzcie to, widzicie to? Różnica 3 punktów, a tutaj patrzcie, 40. Współczuję Kido Yosuri.
Basically summed up at the top of the show for this exact reason. Like, they've been so good at the start of this season already in the cash cups and everything. They've been putting the time, they've been practicing, and it's showing. I genuinely believe that we haven't seen the best Tayson in team modes yet. I think we've seen him in solos when it comes to a lot of solos before, but I genuinely believe we will, if he keeps us up, be unstoppable this season.
I think in matches 5 and 6 especially, we really started to see a lot of that cohesion coming through for Tayson and Uguay. It just felt as though they were working one after the other, so in sync when they were taking a lot of these challenges throughout those closing and moving circles. And that's not an easy feat. There is so much pressure riding on a lot of these instances, but for players like Tayson and Uguay, I mean, we talk about consistency all the time, and this is the reason why. It's because they were consistently putting up elans, consistently making it into those final circles. And it's just tough, I think, to try and dethrone him at that point.